End of day 85, total abstinence sobriety. Just in bed watching Zoltan Kazars, the stand-up comedian. I'm watching a fair bit of stand-up comedy, reading up on stuff on some politics and spirituality, doing a few prayers, all of that. Just a little segment added on from that video I made earlier, obviously about the Babby's school thing. It seems like it was a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Took in, you know what I mean? A mum kind of went mad, and I was a bit like, got caught up in the anger as well of it. But as far as we're aware, it must be a clerical error or something, because she's not received any letter to opt in or out of it, or if she has, do you know what I mean? It's been lost in, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't a case of that being overlooked as far as I'm aware. So, but I do feel silly for having a reaction when I should have took more time to look into it and things like that. And once again, I understand that it's there for the benefit of children. It's there to stop neglect and things like that. But I do just also think it's a very silly baseline level way of measuring neglect. Obviously, if it helps even just one child, that's fantastic. But as somebody who has, without going too much into it, been around the system in, terms of mentorship and to do with neglect as a kid and things like that, it's a very silly way of measuring it, really. You know what I mean? You can tell whether someone's being abused, and if more often than not, I suppose it is just to do with poverty and things like that. And all kids should get free school dinners anyway, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, just for people that have kind of on various platforms kind of informed me or in Messenger as to why the weight and measures thing is done. I appreciate it actually. It does protect certain children, but I just think it's a very shallow way of dealing with a very nuanced topic, if that's the case. But once again, it was more of a, nobody wants their child at the age of 4 years old to be having body issues or self-image issues, and especially when, to me, it's to do with proportionality. Like, you know what I mean? If you know my daughter, she's perfect the way she is, as is everybody's child. But my point being is, and then they've put through a pretty unfair assessment, I would say. But once again, not to go too much into that. That's just that dealt with. End of day 85. Dropped her off to Rainbows as well. We've had a really lovely, lovely weekend together. You know what I mean? Always sad saying goodbye to her. Hence why I've just stocked up on snacks for the evening and gone into a chocolate binge. I forget Narcotics Anonymous. I need to go to Chocolates Anonymous now. You know what I mean? But I suppose that's a positive step for me. Is at least I'm just reaching out for snacks instead of cracks. You know what I mean? The snack, don't do crack. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm still feeling it, and I still need to shave my hair. My devil horns are coming back. I'm going to do that before I have my gigs, or the open mics, I should say, not gigs this week, the Weech Chief and things like that. So that's me, really. End of day 85. Tired. I'm just going to keep waiting for my clothes to dry, ready for work tomorrow. Watch some stand-up comedy. And yeah, thanks for everyone for engaging. Thanks for everyone for, you know what I mean, just being involved on my journey. If you can do me a favour, if you do find any posts or anything funny that I do, or anything that you enjoy, whether it's spirituality, politics, philosophy, just give it a share, please. It helps me make a bit of money, helps me move towards the direction of doing this as a career. I know people just think I talk shit and probably don't deserve the title of content creator, but I've got a lot of exciting things coming up that you will see coming, and hopefully I will earn that title. Peace, respect, and harmony. Everybody love everybody. Mwah. Night.